ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम Mandalam 9, Suktam 81, Rishi Vasu Bharadwaja Devada Pavamana Soma Chandas Jagati Trushtu Prasomasya Pavamanasyormaya 81.1. Waves or illusion of purified or flowing Soma essence of Atma, which are well adorned, attain the stomach of Indra. When the extracted drops mixed with the spiritual light rays associated with the famous house are drawn out for giving, they go to gladden hero Indra exceedingly. Famous house stands for the abode of Atma, drops of Soma. Flowing essence of Atma, flow for Indra, the universal manifested self. A drop of Soma is a mix of spiritual ray or quantum of spiritual energy of Atma and fluidity, flowing property of water. Acha hi Soma Kalasha 81.2. Atmiya Soma, a good carrier like a horse, is rolling lightly like a chariot. Shower of happiness, Soma, flows towards the parts wishing to attain them. Then, knowing the birth of both shining beings and others, he consumes things which are from above and from here. Soma is a good conveyor of spiritual energy for Atma. He flows easily towards material objects, bestowing existence on all and imparting essence of life to bodies of living creatures. Consume may be taken to mean pervade or enjoy. Anasoma Pavana. O Atmiya Soma 81.3. O Atmiya Soma, getting purified, may you scatter wealth of all kinds for us. O powerful, abundantly rich Soma, be the giver of the great gift. O giver of essence of life, please instruct properly a wealthy donor like me with heedfulness. May our household be not scattered far away from us. Great gift may mean truthful knowledge. Ana Pusha Pavamana Sura Adayo 81.4. Rich in gifts, purified Soma, Pusha Mitra Varuna Brihaspati, Marus Vayu Ashwins, Twashta, Savita, and the well-regulated Saraswati, enjoying together equally, may come to us. 81.5. Ubhedya va Prithivi Vishwaminve, last trick of the Sukta. Both the space and earth, who are invigorators of all, resplendent at Yama, Aditi Bhaga, the ordainer, and praised by all men, the vast atmosphere and all shining beings, enjoy the purified or flowing spiritual Soma. Next Sukta, Suktam 62, from the same Rishi, same Devata, same Chandas. Asa Visomo Arusho Vrishahari 82.1. Spiritual Soma, who is reddish, is showerer of essence of life and is like a horse, or spiritual energy Konta, is getting extracted. Accomplisher of wonderful deeds like a king, Soma makes sound Om towards the spiritual light ray. Getting purified, he attains undecaying enclosed space. Mixed with essence of water, he sits in the abode like a hawk in his nest. Various qualities attributed to Soma, flowing essence of Atma, are listed in this book. In his essence form, he carries the spiritual light energy quanta of Atma and fluidity of water particles. In pure form, Soma represents Atma in the heart space of living creatures. He resides as the witnessing self along with Jivatma. Kavirvedasya Paryeshi Mahinamatyo 82.2. O wise Atmiya Soma, you go towards the great joy associated with the disposal. Like a well-rubbed horse going to battle you flow. Warding off all difficulties may you delight us. Covering the fluidity of water, you go towards your own shining garment. Atmiya Soma moves towards bliss associated with Brahman. She flows towards material objects for giving them existence. When not flowing, Soma becomes united with Atma. Soma is relevant only with reference to manifestation of universe. Shining garment may mean abode of spiritual light energy of Atma. Parjanya pitama mahishasya parnino. For whom rain-bearing cloud is the protector, he holds his home among the clouds over the surface of the earth. Water particles flowing on their own flow towards the ray or spiritual energy quanta. In a pleasant knowledge sacrifice, he joins with the cloud. Soma Atma, the spiritual ray or spiritual energy quanta, is dispersed in the cloud-like ignorance associated with the existence of mind itself as an independent entity. Water, its essence or flowing property, easily picks up the spiritual light, spiritual energy quanta for flowing towards material objects. Jayeva Patyavadhi 82.4. O shining Soma, you bestow happiness on all, like a wife finding happiness in her husband's presence. O the source of solid earth, please listen. May you move well inside the words of praise for our living. May the virtuous you in the enclosure watch over us. Soma is associated with the fourfold Atma, Satchidanandam Brahma. In that sense, Soma is showerer of happiness on all, the gross, subtle and causal bodies. He symbolizes Brahman residing in their heart space. Soma watches over sacrificers as witnessing self. Yatha purvebhya shatasa amrita 82.4, the last Sutta. O drop of Atmiya Soma, the way indefatigable you, a giver of hundreds and thousands of gifts for ancient sacrifices, set out towards their sacrifices. In the same way, may you flow for our fresh prosperity. Water particles or dharas follow your commands. Suktam 83 from Rishi Pavitra Angirasa Devada Pavana Soma Chandas Jagati Pavitram Devi Tatam Brahmanaspade 83.1. O protector of the soul, spiritual Soma, your pure form extends everywhere. Springing up, it reaches bodies fully from all directions. Bodies which are not fully prepared or enduring consume it like raw or undressed essence. Properly prepared forms only carrying it reach it fully. Pure form of Soma is spiritual light energy of Atma, which is the cause of manifestation of the universe. Soma pervades all material forms. Soma is being thought of as a complex composite of real and unreal parts. Inert bodies get the flowing, unreal fluidity part of the essence. Living bodies get the soul or spiritual energy quanta of Atma also. Tapospavitram Vitaram Divaspade 83.2. The pure Soma form of a meditative sage extends in the abode of the shining space. His filaments or fibers stay firmly shining well all the time. His quick moving essences protect the purifier. They stay above the summit of the shining space. A meditative sage identifies the soul Atma with soul Soma with Atma. Filaments or rays of spiritual light of Atma are undecaying. Drops of this quick-moving Soma, carrying the spiritual energy quanta of Atma, maintain life in the body of sacrifices. They stay above the illuminated physical space in terms of subtlety. Drops of Soma is more subtle than the space, as Soma causes its appearance. This is the implication. 83.3. Arurujat Ushasa Prishniragriya. The first and foremost Atmiya Soma shines like the ray of light associated with dawns. Desiring food, sprinkler of water Soma maintains the grass world. Creator of illusion perceive the worlds with his illusory powers. Beholding men, the parents, namely the space and earth, uphold the womb of Soma. Comment: Soma manifests the physical light of dawn and water in the atmosphere. Wise sages perceive Soma causing the appearance of the material universe with his illusory powers. The space and earth serve as the womb of Soma's manifestation. Womb for Soma's manifestation. Indra, Jivatma, perceive this universe with the help of Soma's illusory powers. Gandharva Itha Padamasya Rakshati 83.4. Bearers of water particles in the atmosphere, could be air or the sun, really protect his home. Wonderful Soma protects the birth of shining beings. He gets hold of the enemy by causing death. He is Lord of Death, Nirvati. Only doers of noble deeds attain his sweet food. The sun and air, or energy and pranas, help Soma to sustain life in living bodies. Soma, the ray, or quanta of spiritual light energy of Atma, bestows life on imaginary divine beings or shining beings also. Soma is both destroyer and protector of all material forms. Wise sages realize the spiritual light ray of Soma to be that of Atma. Last Koda Sukta. Havishmo Mahisatma Daivyam. O possessor of oblations, covering the oblation, namely the atmosphere, you go to knowledge sacrifice to the abode of the greatest shining being. Then shining Soma, having strainer as a chariot, accomplishes the sacrifice. Soma, having thousands of sharp-pointed rays, wins great fame for us. Soma, without the material or flowing cover, is Atma. Soma goes to the abode of Atma, which is within the cavity of the heart of human beings. Soma is carried in the woolly strainer or cloud-like ignorance. He accomplishes this knowledge sacrifice or preparation of the sign, thereby bringing great fame for the seer of the Sukta. Next sutta is from sage Prajapati. Devada Pavamana Soman Chandas the same Jagati. Pavasva Devamadano 84.1. O shining Soma, delighter of shining beings, very active and giver of water, you please flow for Indra, Vayu and Varuna. Please make room for us for fortunate wealth. In the spacious dwelling, you extol shining beings or enlightened souls. Atmiya Soma bestows existence on Indra, Varuna, etc. May he make room for the sacrifices in the abode of self, or may he reveal self-knowledge. Fortunate wealth implies spiritual light energy. This is the wish of the seer of the Sutta. Ayastasthu Bhuvananyamartyo 84.2. Which immortal Soma is seated in the worlds, he flows towards all those worlds. Like the sun uniting and setting free Usha, drop of Soma making union and setting free gets attached to us or our bodies for our protection. Like the sun attaches to and detaches from Usha daily, Soma drops get attached to and detached from the body of a living being. That Soma protects living creatures by residing in their heart space as witnessing self. Ayobhish Srujyata Oshadhishva 84.3. The extracted Atmiya Soma essence, who dwells with Indra, flows with shining Somadharas, delighting Indra and other shining beings. Desiring the welfare of all, he gets adorned in plants. Atmiya Soma rays or spiritual energy quanta stay giving them supreme happiness. This is the gist of the Rik. Eshasya Soma Pavate Sahasrajit 84.4. This very spiritual Soma, winner of thousands of wealth flows, setting in motion speech which is fresh and is awakening with the morning light. Drop of Soma along with Vayu brings up the atmosphere. He sits in the heart of Indra among the pots. Comment: Soma infuses Vedic speeches in knowledge sacrifices every day morning. Soma sets up the atmosphere and fills it up with air. He sits in the heart space of living creatures along with Indra, Jivatma. Vachya means belonging to speech, means Om. Last rik. Abhityam gava payasa payovrutham. Re, spiritual energy quanta flowing along it, along with essence of water, mixed that very Atmiya Soma, who is enhancer of water and knower of his own self, with the help of intelligence. That Soma is the winner of wealth, is efficacious, is an essence, is knowledgeable, He is like a sage and is a delighter in himself. He flows over the universe with Vedic kinds. Spiritual Soma essence is a mixture of spiritual light energy quanta and flowing property, fluidity of water. He is extracted by the wise sages making use of their intelligence. He pervades the universe as proclaimed in these hymns. We go to next suktam. This is from sage Vena Bhargava. Pavamana Soma Devata Chandas Jagadi Tushtu. This suktam is not an easy one for comprehension. All the qualities attributed to Atmiya Pavamana Soma are beautifully brought out in this suktam. Indraya Soma Sushuta Pari 85.1. O shining Soma, well born or extracted, may you flow abundantly for Indra. May disease be far away from us, along with evil men or thoughts. Let dishonest men not delight in your essence. May drops of spiritual Soma be bestowers of good wealth, gross, subtle and spiritual here. Asman Samadhi Pavamana Jodaya 85.2. O purified or flowing Atmiya Soma, please hasten us in battle. Please, dexterous Soma is the favorite delighter of shining beings. May you destroy our enemies within or without and come towards us, who are greeting you with praises. O Indra, drink this Soma, please, and destroy our enemies completely. The battle here is for acquiring truthful knowledge. Agathayindo Bhavase Madhindama 85.3. O drop of spiritual Soma, unimpaired and pleasure giving, you please flow. The best soul, you become Indra's supporter. Many thoughtful persons praise Soma, who is the Lord of the universe. They salute him. Flowing essence of Atma Soma, comment, flowing essence of Atma Soma activates universal manifested self Indra. He gets praises and salutations from the wise sages. Sahasranitha Shatadharo Adbhuta 85.4. Atmiya Soma drop is praised in 1,000 hymns and is moving in hundreds of dharas. He makes the desirable essence flow for Indra. O bountiful Soma, please move towards us, winning for us the place of origin and water. May Soma win Atma's abode for the sacrifices. This is the gist of the root. Now, Atma's abode is really Satyaloka. Since Atma is Jnana, truth, oneness, wise sages realize that Atma within the heart space or as